Now, most of these buildings are clipped off, however this one is not. Now, I don't see many people using it. There are a few ways to get up there. You can do an easy jump off a dispenser or a sentry to get up, or you can use the Wrangler. It's a great spot to build teleport exits as either team. They will probably not get found. Also, if you've got the Wrangler, you can turtle pretty well up here. The only thing that's going to really get you would be a sniper or an Uber. Alright, this next spot is on Gorge. It's a spot I've barely ever seen anyone use. One of my personal favourites. So it's a good spot for the attacking team to place a teleporter. Now, you do this most easily using... shit. Good old Valve. Wrangler. Alright. So now you're up here. You're not going to be spotted by anyone down the bottom. And your teleporter will not be disturbed. And it provides a huge advantage. And you might be thinking, well, this spot's pretty useless. I mean, if you're all the way back here, you may as well just be capturing the point. However, I found on Gorge, quite a lot of teams like to turtle with sentries on this last point. So having a teleporter that goes right to this room down here, you can spam them out, is really effective. Yeah, it's one of my favourite spots. Now this next spot is on the second stage of Dustbowl. And although it's a pretty well played map, I never see this spot get used. And it's this window and this window here. Now if you jump up on these boxes, you can see the point, and you can see the roof. And this is really important. So there's a few things you can do with this. First of all, one of my favourite things to do is set up a level 3 sentry here. Alright. Now, most teams will waste an Uber on it. Or you can get teams to waste an Uber on the sentry. So, once they push in, the sentry starts to go down. It's a matter as simple as finding it and picking it up. Just had to put my crosshair on to see where it was. So yeah, as you can see, it's definitely possible to make the enemy team completely waste their Uber on your sentry. And you can teleport it into the house where it's safe. Another interesting use for this spot is as Zero Man. So, if you can keep yourself protected, you've got a great angle down on the point, provided you don't blow yourself up in the process. Alright, this next spot is on payload Barnblitz. It's not that good. I've been able to use it to win against uncoordinated teams in pubs. It's not something that's going to be effective in competitive play, but it's a lot of fun to do with another NG friend. So what you want to do is set up a sentry on this crate. Now, it's going to get spammed. You can alleviate this problem slightly by moving it to a lesser kind of angle, but the idea is that it's a sentry that's going to get shot with direct hits, going to get shot by snipers, but you and your NG friend just completely turtle. We've had games where we've stopped the cart right here, because nobody can push it, the sentry completely covers it. Usually put a dispenser here, so one person's hitting it from here. I wouldn't recommend jumping on top of it, although you can do that. And then the other person's sentry will be guarding behind. Usually spies can't resist sapping it, so we don't have to worry about getting backstabbed. Yeah, it's a fun, silly spot. You should try it one day. Alright, this next spot is for payload Badwater, and it's a great way for dealing with those pesky sentries on the roof. From here, as you can see, you've got a great angle for shooting sentries up here. Now, you might be thinking, well, you've got that big thing in the way. Alright, that's true. However, anything, sentries, dispensers, teleporters, that aren't behind that vent, you can destroy really easily before they can react. So 2 shots of the direct hit will take down a level 3 sentry. You get rid of teleporters, dispensers fairly quickly as well. Easy spot to get to, very effective. Yeah, you should try it out one day. This next spot is for payload Gold Rush, it's a really interesting teleporter spot that can give you some interesting options later in the game. So if you had a teleporter up here, you can do the Wrangler jump in a more discreet way, by putting your sentry there. Right, you just gotta do it when no one's looking. Basically, once that teleporter's up there, no one's gonna be looking at it, and it's a great way of then building level 3 sentries at spawn, and sneaking them behind the enemy team to cause huge confusion among them. Yeah, it's just a fun, quick spot that you can use to get some great kills. These upper areas here would have been really effective for placing buildings on. However, they've been dummied out, so you can't. I mean, that makes sense. It wouldn't be balanced. However, there is one spot where they've forgotten to do it. Or rather, it hasn't worked. In this tiny corner, as you can see, you can place a teleporter exit. Now, I've gotten these before up. You might be thinking that would be very difficult to do. If you have a friend over you, you can very easily make it past everyone, and then behind their spawn to set it up. So there'll be pretty much no resistance. Yeah, once you got it up, you can lead a really fun assault with heavies or demo men popping out from here, easily taking down any sentries, hiding around and keeping the point, winning the game for your team. It's a really powerful spot, kind of similar to the Gorge one. Suggest you try it out, it's lots of fun.